It's Wednesday morning. We're midway through the week. We have some great stories for you to enjoy today. Let's take a look.
Today we learn about a new internet-based tool developed by K-State's College of Veterinary Medicine called BVD Consult. This management aid makes BVD research more accessible to producers and veterinarians. Then Brian Holman is at Osage City at the Smoke in the Spring barbecue competition. Find out what's new at this year's event and meet one of the participants who tells us about his custom blended barbecue sauce. All this and more after the break. Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers. This segment is brought to you by Tarwater Farm and Home. Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Maintaining and managing the health of any type of herd animal can present some daunting challenges for producers and veterinarians when considering diseases such as bovine viral diarrhea or BVD in cow-calf operations. Now, those trying to develop strategies to control BVD can rely on a new internet-based tool developed at the Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine called BVD Consult. This BVD management aid was created after Drs. Bob Larson and Brad White decided there was need for the results of BVD research to be more accessible.
There's been a lot of work done about BVD itself. It's a virus. We know a lot about the virus. We know about the diseases that it can cause in cattle. And we even know some good ways to try to minimize the impact of that disease in cattle herds. One of the struggles that we have is how do you implement that in the different types of herd situations that you run into in the real world. And so we wanted to develop a tool that takes a lot of that work that's been done by scientists all over the world, really, and make that into a decision aid so that producers and their veterinarians can really come up with the best specific protocol for them.
Drs. Larson and White worked with faculty from the University of Nebraska, Mississippi State University, and Auburn University and developed a basic structure for the program. Envisioning the tool to mimic a conversation between a veterinarian and a client, K-State veterinary graduate Dr. Sherry Merrill was hired to help guide the development of the final program.
It's set up as a series of questions asking whether or not you have BVD in your herd, and then it asks about different management practices that you could use to either get rid of BVD if you have it in your herd or to keep it out if you don't have it in your herd. And then the producer has to decide whether or not they can implement that management practice or continue to do so if they've already been doing it. Then they just select, yes, I can do that, or no, I cannot, and they'll receive a response based on that question, and then they receive another, move on to the next recommended management practice.
It is very interactive, and the types of questions are exactly the types of questions that a veterinarian is likely to ask their client, such as, what is your plan for bringing new animals on the farm? Are you able to quarantine them and test them? Yes or no? What kind of fence line contact do you have with other animals? A little, a lot, or none, and then it answers based on that type of contact what may be the best protocols to protect your herd.
While the online tool is meant to be used with veterinarian input, it can also be accessed by anyone who has questions related to BVD management.
On the producer side, I also can see if producers have those questions and maybe they don't have that relationship with their veterinarian, or they're just kind of wondering about it and looking for information on the internet, then I think they might come across this program and be able to work through it. Of course, we encourage them to go through it with their veterinarian, and it specifically says on there, to work closely with your veterinarian and make sure that they're involved.
Depending on how much interest BVD Consult receives, similar decision tools could be developed for other diseases.
We think this type of tool could be really valuable for a number of different diseases, kind of helping producers and veterinarians ask the series of questions that help them design the best program for that particular farm. So we would like to take this tool and add other diseases to it, and maybe a trichomoniasis consult or a calf diarrhea consult. And so we would like to do that. We will see based on interest and funding whether we will move forward.
BVD Consult, as well as many other BVD management resources, can now be found at www.bvdinfo.org.
The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine is a leader in food animal research and education. Our researchers are constantly expanding the knowledge of animal health and food safety. Through the Veterinary Health Center and the Kansas State Veterinary Diagnostic Lab, we provide practical services for animal producers. Home of the Beef Cattle Institute, the college is committed to animal welfare training and research. The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine, knowledge and service for the future of animal production.
This hog is head over hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Now another gardening tip with Annette Jackson.
For the greenest, healthiest, weed-free lawn in your neighborhood, the Fertilome Lawn Care program is the best. Fertilome Lawn Care products provide your lawn with the exact ingredients for proper fertilization and weed prevention. Jackson's friendly staff will call you to let you know when to apply the next step. We can also do it for you, so call or stop in now.
The Fertilome Lawn Care program is still available at last year's prices, but hurry, time is limited.
Roy Fry Western Lifestyles brings the cowboy or cowgirl out in all of us. With a huge selection of must-have items, it doesn't matter if you're shopping for your horse, picking up some Western accessories to add that rustic charm to your home, or simply treating yourself. The knowledge and expertise to dress you your Western best is right here at Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, Highway 24 and Kansas Avenue in Topeka.
This segment is brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook. Stop by or visit us at sftmeats.com.
Good morning and welcome back to the show. We're in Osage City at the Smoke in the Spring competition. Corey, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Brian.
It's always nice to spend time with you. What a really cool show this year.
Yeah, we're very lucky this year. We have the Barbecue Pitmasters TV show filming an episode on site. So we're hugely excited. Not sure exactly why they chose us,
right?
But I'm not going to complain one bit.
Well, when you bring a nationally syndicated show like that to town, that also brings other people just to come in and kind of see it being filmed and some other things going on.
We're hoping it attracts a lot more people to Osage City. Obviously, we have our Taste of Osage City on Friday night, which brings people in to purchase competition barbecue. And then we also have our car show on Saturday, and then to bring people in, and then the competition on Saturday, of course. And we're just hoping that it brings lots and lots of people to Osage City. And already, as you can see, we've had many teams here, and everything's going great. So.
Yeah. Not only that, but the kind of the fair atmosphere that kind of goes along with it too. So that's also nice to have the kids come down and be able to do things like that.
That's right. We have on Friday night too, we have a Kids Q competition for children aged 10 and under and 11 to 16. And they're given 1 pound of ground beef, which they can cook however they want. They get their hands dirty and then turn in for them as Friday night. And then their awards happen during our award ceremony.
Oh,
so
nice.
They're doing their own little competition. So.
What surprises you about this competition? Because again, we're in Osage City, kind of the middle of the state. It's not hard to get to by any means.
Yeah.
It's not hard to get to, but it is kind of a little off the beaten path. So what surprises you about this show every year?
Well, what surprises me is the word of mouth and the appreciation that the teams show to our contest. They really like coming to Smoke in the Spring. We have wonderful volunteers. I try to make sure that teams are placed with people that they know, with friends, etc. We give teams the opportunity to cook on Friday night, which brings a little bit more money to maybe those teams that won't finish in the top 10. And also we attract teams from out of state. Our entry fee is fairly low. We don't need to charge as much as many other competitions do. And it's just our hospitality.
Small town hospitality.
Exactly. If you need something at the hardware store, it doesn't matter if it's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 4 a.m., you can get it. And in a town like Osage City, that's why teams like us. We try all we can to provide them what they need to have a great competition.
Anything else exciting kind of going on around town?
Well, we have Saturday morning. We have the car show, which is put on by the Twin Lakes Cruisers. It'll be in downtown Osage City this year. mainly because we have a school project going on which has taken up a lot of the normal area that they're at. Our high school band booster club will serve a barbecue luncheon Saturday also, and then that's basically well, of course, the Barbecue Pit Masters TV show, and they will film their episode Saturday, and they will start as soon as the sun comes up, and they'll go until probably 5 or 6 in the evening, and you'll see Tuffy Stone, you'll see Myra Mixon, you'll see barbecue teams from Oregon, from Hawaii, and from I believe it's Missouri.
Do they give you an air date?
No, they tentatively told me that it'll be next fall, but I've also heard that it could be at the end of the summer. So until they're done with the episode, I won't know for sure.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to catch up on other things happening in Park and Rec and some other stuff going on here in Osage City. So we'll see you in just a minute.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by the Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. And a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tar Water Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need.
Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas, or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel, or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you down the road.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
Get ready for the Kicker Country Stampede presented by Verizon Wireless, starring Jason Aldean, Trace Atkins. 4 days of camping and country music at Country Stampede, Little Big Town. The Pistol Annies featuring Ashley Monroe, Miranda Lambert, and Angelina Presley. Country Stampede. Take advantage of our current pricing. Use Easy Pay to split up your payments. Save money through April 30th with early bird pricing. More info at countrystampede.com.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
This segment is brought to you by Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, just a short drive down the Yellow Brick Road.
Thanks for staying with us through the break. Corey, thank you for staying with us. There used to be a football stadium behind this building.
Correct. If you came out here right now, you would see lots of piles of dirt. Last spring, our city passed a bond issue, which it was a $6.7 million bond issue for improvements for our football field, track, and then also for our elementary school and then high school facilities. Right now, they're working on the football field and the track, getting everything set up, the base of everything. That should be completed the middle of the summer, several months before the football season starts. And there'll be new track areas for javelin, for discus, for shot put, nice 8-lane rubberized track. We'll actually be able to host track meets now, which Osage City has not hosted a meet in many, many years. There will also be a new high school locker room built, an extension of our current community building. And then also at our high school, there'll be a full-size third gym built. along with the weight room, and then our elementary school classrooms will be upgraded, more energy efficient. They're going to build a new library, new technology center. So it's a very comprehensive plan. It affects many, many areas within the school.
Now, during the summer, I come down and I spend about 6 weeks with Corey doing 7-on-7 football. So that's another really cool event that goes on here in Osage City. And you used to do a 24 hours of softball. Are you still doing that?
At the end of July, our local Conrad Carlson Charitable Foundation hosts a 24-hour tournament. It's their main fundraiser for the year, and they bring in many teams. They have different levels, so if you're an elite softball player or if you're just a guy that also wants to come out and have fun, they have teams that you can compete against and be on. A lot of local teams, senior classes get together, they compete, but it's a lot of fun. We have it at our Jones Park Ball Complex. They camp out all overnight. You'll have a game at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock at night, and 2 o'clock in the morning. So it is a lot of fun. I mean, it's amazing how many people come and camp out and enjoy themselves.
And if you're looking for a day trip during the summer, once the pool gets open here, I tell Corey this every year I see, you guys have the coolest pool for the size of town that you have. If you're looking for like a day trip to come and eat at a Pizza Hut or a mom and pop burger shop, come in town, spend the day at the pool. It is a really cool little environment there.
For a town our size, 2,800 people, we have a wonderful size pool. We draw people in from all over the county, plus we get people from Topeka and close to Emporia that just, we're a little bit more casual. There's not as many people that come to our pool. I mean, we attract a lot of people, but we're not jam-packed. So, and our prices are very reasonable. If you buy a pool pass, it's essentially $1 per person, per time that you swim. So it's very reasonable. We have swim team also. We offer swim lessons. Last year we had roughly 150 students do our swim lessons. And our pool manager is also Red Cross certified. She certifies most of the lifeguards within our county and does water safety instruction. So it's a great facility. It's a great bonus for a town our size to be able to attract people like that and bring them to town. So.
Perfect. Well, Corey, it's good to catch up with you.
I appreciate
I'll
seeing
see you
you.
in about.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
This is the fast track to more jobs and America's energy independence. Advanced performance is here, now. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
Golf Week calls it the best course you can play in Kansas. But once you play, you'll want to stay. Go for it. Firekeeper Golf Course at Prairie Band Casino and Resort is just north of Topeka off Highway 75. Our stay and play package is worth the trip. Luxury hotel room, green fees, and golf cart for two, starting at just $169.
Prairie Band Casino and Resort. Go for it.
This segment is brought to you by Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. Just a short drive down the Yellow Brick Road.
Good morning, welcome back to the show. Thanks for staying with us through the commercial break. We're in Osage City at the Smoke in the Spring barbecue competition, and we're joined by Shannon, is that right?
Shannon the Firebug Kimball.
Shannon the Firebug Kimball. Shannon, first of all, thanks for joining us this morning on the show.
Thanks for being here.
What a great competition.
Love it. It's a little cool, but we're going to heat things up here real quick. Yeah.
Now, you're from Kansas?
I'm from Kansas, originally from this area, went to school around here, so all my family and high school friends are around. That's part of the draw that is what gets me here this weekend, but Also, the activities tonight,
Right.
you know, they open up the fair and they actually do a true tasting. So people can walk in off the street and do tastings other than other cities where you can't do that. So
Right.
that's another big draw that gets me down here out of Kansas City.
Well, I think another draw would be your barbecue sauce.
Absolutely, gotta promote the sauce. You know?
Right.
It's sold here in town at a local store. Jerry's IGA sells it for me. It does real well. I'm sure my family buys most of it. Who knows? And then we're also in 50-some stores around the Kansas City area as well.
Oh, nice. There's a website. We were kind of talking off camera. There is a website people can go to and kind of find your grilling sauce.
That's right. It's it's a grilling sauce, barbecue sauce, the same. I just use different sugars, turbinado sugars. They caramelize different. So
Okay.
when you grill with it, it gives a good caramelization. So that's why I decided to name it a grilling sauce.
Well, it never, it always makes me mad when I put barbecue sauce on my chicken and it's on the grill. I open it up and it's brown or black and all
That's
that
right.
other stuff. So is this grilling sauce a little bit different?
That's different. That's probably because most sauces have corn syrup or white sugar in them, and they're going to burn faster.
Okay.
Where a raw sugar like a turbinado, which is what I use, it's got a higher flash point, so it'll slow caramelize, so you can give it more heat, flame on the grill, and it's not going to char as fast.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I designed it that way.
Now tonight, everybody can come in and kind of buy some barbecue. What are you guys cooking to sell tonight?
We're actually doing rib tips tonight, and ribs, and we got chicken legs as well.
And tomorrow you'll turn in all 4 categories?
Doing all 4 categories, and we'll probably do the chef's choice. I'm not sure if we've talked about that yet.
Right.
But, I just got here myself, so the team's doing all the work for me today, so I got to do a little catching up.
Now, everybody that's part of your team is also lives here in Osage City, so everybody's kind of local, kind of understand the competition, been around it for many, many years.
Yes, I think everybody on the team is from Osage here, except for one is from Eskridge, which isn't too far away. And I come the farthest, about an hour and 10 minutes from the KC Metro area. Yes.
Now, what do you guys like about being here? I mean, there's some really cool things going on this weekend that normally don't happen this week. We can't talk about it, but there's some really cool things going on. Does that add to the event?
Oh, absolutely. I think last year they added the car show, and they did it here at the grounds. It was a huge success, got a good draw, and I believe tomorrow they're moving it to the downtown area to try to draw outside visitors down to visit the downtown area and get to know it a little better too, because it's a great small city. You know, a lot of mom and pop shops downtown, which we need to support the locals. So I think that's why they took it down there, and it should be a good draw. It's supposed to be 50s maybe tomorrow, so
Yeah, not bad. All right, real quick, and I'm not going to ask you to divulge your recipe, but someone who's watching the show wants to make kind of a homemade barbecue sauce. What are the tips you could give that homemade barbecue sauce guy who wants to make it himself?
Well, I spent several years playing around with mine, and I would just keep adding stuff and get it way off balance. So I called on a few chefs and just brought them in as taste testers, and they taught me how to balance it. You know, I was getting it way out of balance, too many sugars. So you want to have a good balance of sugars and vinegars. So you want sweet and sour and not too salty. So you want, and quality ingredients too. That's where it makes a difference too. Don't just buy the cheapest salt. You use a good sea salt or kosher salt. And like I said, the sugars, you know, use a turbinado sugar or agave nectars or brown sugars instead of just your pure white cane sugar, you know, and just play around with it. Make small batches and then work your way up. That's what I did. I started out 2-gallon batches, went to 10, and then when I finally decided to put it on the market, we jumped it up to 70 gallons. So it was just a lot of, you know, little marginal errors we had to correct over the years. You know, if you want a Kansas City style, put some cumin in there and celery seed.
Oh, okay.
And play around with the flavors. I like Southwest flavors myself, so I have a lot of like guajillo peppers, anchos, chipotle, and stuff like that to bring natural smoky flavor instead of using liquid smoke.
Right.
You know, that's what I call poison.
Right.
A lot of people use it in small amounts. It's fine, but it kind of puts an off taste. So use all natural stuff when you can, and you'll be surprised how well it turns out.
Perfect. Thank you for your time. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.
We'll have plenty more for you tomorrow here on Ag AM in Kansas. We're here every weekday, same time, same station. Or look for us on the web at agaminkansas.com. Eric Atkinson here for K-State Research and Extension.